Thanks for being here today. It's a good crowd. Really appreciate it. We're talking about commercial revitalization, revitalizing this corridor and several vitally important corridors across our county that we all know have been underserved for generations. This is a unique opportunity we have. We're here today in large part, let's be honest, because of the hard work of our former county councilman, President Joe Biden, along with our U.S. Senators Carper and Coons, along with Congresswoman Lisa Blunt-Rochester, who along with Governor Carney, Claire DeMatteis and their team are coming up with new ways for us to get resources to build back better in the post-corona world. One thing we learned during COVID is that a lot of the parking requirements and restrictions we put, particularly on restaurants and other commercial facilities, didn't work in a corona environment, in a COVID world where people needed outdoor spaces to dine. So we very quickly, under the leadership of Rich Hall, who's our general manager of land use and is here somewhere. Hey, Rich. We very quickly changed our parking requirements and some permitting required to have outdoor dining. We're announcing today that we're going to work along with Councilman Cartier and the other 12 members of County Council to make those emergency changes permanent, because we recognize in a post-COVID world that that's what the people want. People enjoy, and suddenly you're like, hey, even in suburban commercial corridors, we can actually enjoy outdoor dining, and that's a good thing, and that's an asset to our community. It adds to the vibrancy of community and to some extent the value of our properties, and we want to continue doing that. Something else we learned, there's a book called Post-Corona by Scott Galloway. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to. Post-Corona by Scott Galloway. He wrote it about a year ago. And his basic argument in the book is that people think that the economy crashed and it's quickly recovering, but that's not really what's happening as much as the economy is accelerating, as much as we're looking 10, 20 years down the line. And because the economy's accelerated 10, 20 years of advancement really within a few months last year, with all this business suddenly going online, the largest companies, the Amazons, the eBays, the Teslas, the Teslas, which doesn't even have franchised auto dealerships, they were able to respond much quicker. They had the resources to get out there, and it really squashed a lot of the little guys, where suddenly if you have a nice little boutique store, people weren't buying from you. They were buying from the Amazon. So we're going to, under leadership of Char Patibana, our economic development director here, we're going to set up a fund, an economic development fund, targeted specifically for small business. And the idea is to help you to market your products and services in this new online world. And the third thing we're going to do is really look at beautification, facades, commercial revitalization. As I like to say, we want to make everywhere look like the beautiful corridors we see in Greenville, Centerville, some of the most beautiful parts of our county. Everywhere, every community, every commercial strip like this should look like that. I know that's something that Representative Lambert believes strongly in and has worked and continues to work strongly for, as does so many members of County Council. I want to make sure I thank people who helped us to get to this point. I think it was in February or March, the American Rescue Plan Act was passed. We realized it would mean $54 million of assistance this year for Newcastle County alone. And we, on our team, Eric Razor-Schramm and Andrea Almond here, we said, let's run the most public process in the history of our county to determine what to do with these funds. We set up a website to reimagine our county, newcastlede.gov/reimagine. I think you can still go there and enter any thoughts or ideas you have for how we can invest your public resources to address community needs. And we also ran a number of committees, and many of the things I'm talking about today came directly from the work of the Economic Development and Community Committee, which worked through the summer community leaders who we appointed, who I'll name in a second, but also it's important to mention that all the meetings were open to the public, and I know members of the public did attend those meetings. There were 2 county council sessions that were held where members of the public came, and we're using those ideas now to invest your tax dollar. I know Brett Sadler is here. He served on the committee. Where did Brett go? Oh, right here, Brett, front row. Thanks a lot, Brett, and for his tremendous work in Claymont, and particularly on the Claymont riverfront. That beautiful presentation. Jay Patel, Ray Rhodes, Bill Lauer, Bob Chadwick of the County Chamber, Jennifer Kamesh of Committee of 100, Izuru Usebu, Sarah Lester, Stuart Ramsey, Sheila Bravo, and Danita Henderson. Let's all give them a round of applause for their hard work. So these 3 initiatives I talked about today still need to go to County Council. We just proposed them. And County Council, we need 7 votes, John. If we have yours, we still need six more. The 3 things I talked about again are, making permanent regulations regarding outdoor dining and changing some of the parking requirements. The second is a fund for small businesses to provide them, give them a leg up, small businesses in Newcastle County, when trying to fight or compete with the Amazons of the world. And the third is dressing some beautification and making our commercial corridors like this one right here beautiful. Without further ado, the mayor of North Wilmington, John Cartier.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt Meyer. Thank you. Good morning, Claymont. Good morning. Glad to be out here. I'm Councilman John Cartier, proudly represented Claymont now for 18 years on County Council, through thick and thin, through great and not so great. But we are going to go forward out of this pandemic using our federal dollars. And before I get into the full idea of my remarks, I want to recognize a few people that have joined us this morning. I want to recognize Representative Lambert, a great representative for the community of Claymont 7th District. Thank you, Larry, for coming out. Brett Sadler, Claymont Renaissance Development Corporation. We have a lot of great people here today. I want to recognize Tom DeCristofaro, president of our great Claymont Fire Company. I want to recognize also all the great business owners that are here. I see Fred Waters, I see Mr. Coleus. A lot of our local business people are here because we are looking forward to propelling ourselves out of this crisis of the pandemic, to bring new investment to Claymont. And Mr. County Executive, I want to tell you, and also Jeff Graff, chairman of the Claymont Renaissance Design Review Advisory Committee. But Mr. County Executive, I just want to tell you, there is no commercial corridor in unincorporated Newcastle County capable of absorbing the ARPA funds, putting them to use, and propelling this community forward. There is no other one as well organized as we are here in Claymont. And you're seeing evidence of that in front of you today. I'm looking forward, as co-chair of finance on County Council, working with the county executive and his team to deploy these American Rescue Plan Act funds to help our business community recover, to move forward, to bring a new day for further investment and development and growth. So with that, I'm going to close my remarks, and I'm thanking everybody who came out this morning, because you're really showing that Claymont cares, Claymont wants progress, Claymont has a future, and it's because of people like you that we have that. Thank you very much. And now I want to introduce Representative Lambert to make a few remarks and offer his support for this event today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Our wonderful Claymont small businesses are the backbone of our community. It's so wonderful to see so many of our businesses that made it through this pandemic. When tough times came, our businesses, they did food drives. They worked with us. They worked with the county when the county brought in testing, when testing turned into providing vaccines. All of you came together, and it's so nice to see so many of you that came out today. I want to thank our county executive, Matt Myers. I want to thank our county councilman, John Cartier. Our partnership between our wonderful Newcastle County and the state is how we are bringing forward opportunities like this for our small businesses. We want to thank everyone that came out today. This is how we take these steps forward, and we will make it through all of this together. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Two last quick people I want to note. The first is Don Iskin. Thank you very much for hosting us today. This is, we're standing in your parking lot, so we appreciate that. And also, I wanted to thank Greener Cleaners. I don't know if Greener Cleaners, their owners here, but they dry cleaned my suit for today. I didn't realize when I got my suit dry cleaned there that we'd be standing out here today. But it's important to note there are a lot of small business owners here. There's a bookstore right there. Stop in, buy some books from Mija. And let's continue to, one way we can all make a difference. There's public funding, right? There are investments we can make in the community, but some of the greatest investments we can make is through our personal decision making to make sure we support the businesses right here at home so that we can grow and thrive together. All right, thank you very much for coming today. I appreciate it.